So this is the Khoodeelaar television channel, Khoodeelaar television channel, broadcasting only on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo Manifesto editions. Today's Times London has got the editorial that actually, belatedly of course, and half-heartedly yet, echoing what we have been saying for years and years and years, especially since we began to connect the conclusions of various so called public inquiries and found that the inquiries were just a rubber stamping operation, institutionalized to cover up and hide and conceal the institutional, individual, organizational, intentional corruption that dominates the whole entirety of the UK state agencies. So we talk again, talking about Hillsborough, we talk again about the so-called Macpherson inquiry into Stephen Lawrence and the racists murdering him and the police actually allowing. This is now, how long is it now? It's more than 30 years, 34 years since Stephen Lawrence was murdered by racists and the police let the racists get away. And so the Stephen Lawrence inquiry, the Hillsborough massacre of the fans in Hillsborough inquiry, and nobody has been held to account. Nobody has been held to account whatsoever. Now, the latest one, of course, is the report that was formally, the final report that was formally published on Wednesday of this week, 2 days ago. Today is Friday, so 2 days ago, the report into the, well, they don't say it, but we have been saying it right from the beginning that in June 2017, the Grenfell Tower residents who were allowed to be murdered were massacred. And if you look at the pictures of the Grenfell Tower, a flame that has been, well, the pictures that have been published again in relation to the publication of this so-called inquiry, you can see that the building, the actual tower, is isolated from other buildings by hundreds of yards, which is the central question that we have been putting, and nobody has, none of the question that this is the nearly 2,000 pages long, this inquiry report. And they have not said that the fire could have been put out by the emergency scrambling of military helicopters carrying water and pouring water from all four sides and from the top of the building, on top of the building, the airspace. And that could have saved, well, not everyone, but that could have saved a large number of people. That, per another report, it says that the Daily Mail yesterday, that is Thursday, the 5th of September, it says that avoidable 72, they say deaths, but we say massacres, were avoidable, of course. And most of the people could have been saved. Now, why are they not raising that question about why the helicopters were not scrambled and water not poured on the building while it was aflame for hours? It's not few minutes, not few seconds. It went on for hours. This is very bizarre. They're reporting that the inquiry has actually condemned the police, the fire brigade, all the rest of it, but they are not condemning them for this particular decision not to save the people by scrambling the helicopters. Amazing, isn't it? And the other thing is that why are they always so prone to appoint committees, inquiries, public inquiries? And why isn't there a resistance by the so-called licensed law traders to this? The answer is that because that is where the main money is for the licensed law traders. Hundreds of millions of pounds of so-called public money is being pocketed by licensed law traders. So any disaster, as they call it, and there is huge opportunity for the people making money. Now let's see what the actual sentence in the Times editorial reads. The Times editorial, I'm going to read that one, yes? Okay, so this is the heading is the making inquiries. Britain has come to treat public inquiries as the default solution to national scandal. Well, I'll read that again. Britain has come to treat public inquiries as the default solution to national scandals. But all too often, they evolve into protracted, expensive, and unfocused exercises. That's the main editorial for. And it says scandals do not always call for inquiries. By the 1990s, American victims of contaminated blood had been compensated in class actions. In France, politicians were prosecuted and jailed. By comparison, the United Kingdom's statutory inquiries are often exercises appearing to aim at little more than collective catharsis. They're not binding, but offer convenient smokescreens to governments keen to postpone awkward problems. Ministers should begin each inquiry by setting strict deadlines, budgets, and terms of reference to avoid mission creep. Otherwise, inquiries become dubious exercises satisfying no one but lawyers. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely so. And there is this heading, raving mad. They're standing up for Angela Rayner. And they're saying that criticism of Angela Rayner's late night clubbing on Ibiza is unjustified. So that is the heading on the inquiries, and that is absolutely true. The lawyers, liars.